Okay, guys, time for the final part of Phoenix Wright. Let's go.
Alright, onwards.
Onward, Sparky.
Sparky.
Isn't that what people name their horses?
No, I've never seen a horse named Sparky. Onwards. I'm sorry, right?
Carrot Face.
Carrot face.
They always just name them after foods.
Like, apple.
Who names their horse Apple?
No one, that's the thing.
Okay,
Like,
whatever. This is your one.
Oh, I've just wasted all of your efforts.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it, in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Wrong. That was terrible.
Terrible jokes from part 1 to the last part.
Oh yeah.
Then I would like to resume our trial. I actually don't know which part this is technically.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his own crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Like the last time. Anyway, last one I'll do a German accent. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitation of the GL6 incident turns out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to learn this one by the book. Are you saying you like break the rules all the time?
Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Mr. Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Stop making weird faces.
I'm sorry. Would the witness state his name?
That's just how my face is.
Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Oh,
God,
Edgeworth.
he's funny. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. By the way, guys, this is all in affection for the German accent. I'm really not trying to offend you guys.
Okay.
Is this correct?
Is this correct?
It is correct.
It is correct.
Then testify about. This is not to the court.
Relax. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key. But only if I can get it to work.
I'm thinking about the pterodactyl song. It's so bad. Please, please.
Before this video, we watched the pterodactyl song. I'll link to it. It's really funny. Okay,
it really is a joke.
compose yourself.
Okay. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost memory of those events. Oh, Edgeworth, you silly. You're hysterical. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's go into one of our final cross-examinations, if not our final one. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost their composure and began to argue. He You said something heavy fell at my feet, picked it up, and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream, I remember to this day.
There was a single gunshot.
Let's press on this. The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head. Every day. They?
What?
Every day. Oh wait, they? What is they? I thought it was one gunshot.
I don't know. It might be a typo.
That's gunshot.
Oh,
Oh, and
oh.
Edgeworth just
There he
answered it.
goes.
Edgeworth to the rescue.
He heard us.
That gunshot and that horrible scream.
Scream. To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. I'm not sure I completely got that. Hold on.
I think that was just the ending bit. Like, if you press the arrow key now, it could say
No. But he's just said this is a contradiction.
He's not saying about the scream. He's just saying about in the testimony, in the entire... Because this is the last statement, so when it... Yeah.
Why won't you tell us, Phoenix? Okay. Let's see where it is. It's gotta be in here somewhere. The earthquake, that all makes sense. That all makes sense.
Something heavy. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi.
Wait, I know what it is.
Oh.
Single gunshot and then a scream.
It sounds like the single gunshot. Is the rifle from the... Oh, there are two
The
gunshots.
autopsy report?
The murder weapon
The murder weapon was fired twice.
See, I knew it. Okay. I haven't played this case in a while, by the way. Yeah.
Single gunshot. Okay. Ready? Ready? Oh, come on, B button. Work with me. Okay, now, ready? Objection!
Cool, man.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
I don't.
But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? I think it's victim data?
Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It's also the only one we haven't used. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired.
Well, wouldn't this have been, like, around now?
What, Deal 6? Deal 6?
It would have been around 2001.
Deal 6 happened, yeah, 15 years ago.
So that was 2001.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have that technology?
Maybe he's saying that their investigation methods were faulty.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It might have been fired the day before the incident. Because during the, what's it called? There's that one trial, the, like, Amanda Knox trial in Italy. Like, they basically just used completely improper techniques when investigating. So, like, it had, like, contaminated materials and, like, gloves and stuff. So, basically, didn't know what to do because the investigation was totally corrupted.
That sucks.
Yeah. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with the incident.
I think he said that, I was just like, yeah, that's a whatever. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright? I'm very questioning today. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant to avoid the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Do we?
We do.
Don't help me, Von Karma. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? It's impossible.
No, Mr. von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Yeah, in the picture you can
Oh, right,
see
yeah.
another...
This took a while to get.
Yeah,
Don't
same
spoil
movie.
it, wait until we see it.
Okay.
But she already spoiled it, so it's okay.
Whatever, it's like
But you can see that there's like a
gunshot in the
a gunshot
elevator door
in the
and in
door.
Gregory Edgeworth's heart.
And of course he's dead already, so here we go.
Take that!
Take that!
You have take that on your phone, right?
Yeah, look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it! It's being kind of repetitive. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Now let's show him. Yep, there's the second shot. I wonder what will happen if you select the one in his heart, but I guess that won't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, order! What are you driving at, order? It's simple, Your Honor, order. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, order. But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Larry Butts.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the Deal 6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
Did I already talk about the possibility of everyone just like passing out from
Yeah,
gasping so
I
much?
think
Is that in one of the
did.
parts? I don't remember. He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist.
The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one that was fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth.
So
help me God. It is undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Maybe Edgeworth turned into a bullet once he passed out and fired himself into the door as an escape mechanism. Order, I will have order.
Is he like a vampire, but like instead of like a gun, instead of turning into bat, he turns into like a bullet?
Gunfire?
Gunfire?
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Aww.
No.
Tisk.
What a bummer. He's gonna be sent to jail. For life. Oh, dude.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? You can't be wrong, you're Phoenix Wright.
What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection?
Objection!
I'm sorry I do this when I have burgers
I'm
in my
sorry,
system.
Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong, but the
Nick?
objection... If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick,
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Oui, monsieur. I don't know why. Oh no. He's confessing.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
No.
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright?
I have an objection.
Objection! Your Honor! I object!
This is objectionable. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Ugh,
Nick.
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Uh,
It must exist. The second bullet.
what? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The enemy.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer didn't need it.
See, this is one of those things that you're probably not going to get
yeah.
until. But
But
if
you can try both options. That's what
Yeah.
I did, and they're like, "What are you talking
if the
about?"
when you say the murderer had to find it, they basically just say there's absolutely no reason why he would have to find it, which is true. There's no reason why
Yeah.
you have to find the bullet.
And then you sort of just do some conjecture when you say he didn't need it, because that's really the only
Yeah.
other option you have on screen, at least.
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
But what do bullets do?
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it.
He had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Think crazy.
Is that what we're always doing now? Thinking crazy?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... Instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight.
Phoenix Wright, master of bullshit.
So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot. And he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah. I'll beep it. But there's a problem with that. Or I'll leave it. I don't know. The other two people who rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yeah. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside.
See, the fact that they show you what the murderer kind of looks like is just like, I don't know.
Not really, it's kind of, I wouldn't have.
But it's like, you can tell it's a guy, you know, it's like not a lot of heart or something.
Yeah, the boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. I dozed off there for a minute, huh?
You've already made
Mr.
that
Wright?
joke.
I made it like 17 times. You are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping it. I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Maybe it was unicorns. Maybe flying unicorns came in and killed them.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
The smell of lemons.
In my youth.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. My boy. For an unusual event for a man. Yes, an unusual
For the
event.
man.
For an unusual event. Oh, wow. That was just the first and the last vacation he's ever taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
So that's, I thought that it was the man who slept with Gregory Edgeworth. And I was like, more shipping?
We're right here, Mr. Wright.
It was von Karma. He's like,
Mr. Wright, we can hear everything you say.
and then like von Karma's just like waiting there while they're like whispering or whatever about him.
Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed and confused. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Say it now.
Say it now, say it proud, say it with a, yeah.
Grin on your face.
Yeah. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Bah.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Vampires.
Hands are shaking.
I bet von Karma is a vampire.
The what? Von Karma!
Von Karma?
Oh, crap. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? Sitting right there?
I'm standing, actually.
Bah.
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify.
Nick. Let's find out whose doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Wrong time.
Just go.
He probably didn't undergo surgery. He would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. He has to work it again and again till he gets it right.
Oh, God. Why do you even know that song?
I spent too much time on the internet. Go on.
So what, Nick?
I feel like it would be really funny if you just read everything in like an alternative like tone. Just like, so what, Nick? Like, who cares,
So
man?
what, Nick?
Dude,
Like,
why am I here? Let's just go home. Just leave.
did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
This isn't an episode of That's Incredible. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Just imagining someone just like running. Like someone just gets shot and then sometimes like you just fling them out. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Tisk. Well, Miss Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
provable.
yeah, you're right.
This part was awesome. I got it.
You got it
Yeah.
on the first try?
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I actually got a lot of things wrong in this case, and I beat it with only one exclamation point left. It was pretty awesome. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
I died like 12 times on this case, and I really did not like it. Well, I liked it, but I just didn't like dying.
Yes.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Now, I'm going to let you guys think this through for a second. How could we possibly prove...
That Von Karma still has a bullet in his body.
Okay, I think we've given them enough time.
Okay. Or we should end
Let's
the
do
video
this.
here and make them put it in the comments. No.
We're ending this now. This is the finale, no matter how long it might be. Ready? Let's object. Or take that. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
I don't know, you never know.
You don't mean?
Never know.
I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. Hold it! Yeah, Mama Girl says she had to pee. But
It's all too exciting for me, okay?
we could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
It would be funny if it was like a picture of a car.
Oh.
Like the band from the last case.
Okay, now we finally get to see Von Karma.
I refuse!
You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. It is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today! It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Donuts. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Pooch. Ah!
Oh.
It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You! My name is Inigo Montoya! You killed my father! Prepare to die! It was you! You could probably edit the last one out. Okay. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent.
If I edited out all our bad jokes, this would just be no commentary.
Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
But we have one piece of evidence. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
So sorry. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What? I was like,
Very surprised by that. You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Okay, so remember how all guns have ballistic markings on them? Well, the DL6 bullet is what Maya picked up after we got tased, and it should match the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder. So.
Yep. So let's show it. Ready? Is this a take that or
It is a
objection?
take that.
Okay. Take that! That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth.
No, I was trying to conceal that evidence.
The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet.
Sound like a dying chimp or something.
And a dying giraffe. Wah! And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma, hold it!
I have to make these. I'm sorry. That scream. Or that in an elevator.
Wow.
I get so freaked
We
out.
single-handedly ruined all the climacticness of Phoenix Wright.
I know. Sorry, guys. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quite! I said quite. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air!
Get away! You! Get away from my father!
Oh my god, that should
I'm
be so
so
funny.
sorry for anyone who had to hear that. It's that scream I heard in the
Imagine him in
elevator.
the elevator, just he's like, it's like, what the heck is going on out there?
15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! I thought it was a rabbit monkey this whole time, but I guess I was wrong.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. That is why I trained you. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! Wait, then why did he become his mentor if he just wanted to kill him? Maybe that's why, I don't know.
So he could build up his reputation and then shoot him down, maybe?
I don't know. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
That's me.
You're the Mr. Chief Prosecutor.
Who's Mr. Chief Prosecutor?
Some guy. He's
Oh,
Chief
Von
Prosecutor.
Karma. Oh, I remember. Okay, sorry. I thought this is in the past. Von
It
Karma. It's not like you to make this kind of error. Or maybe not. I never thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Yeah, no, this is in the past.
Yeah,
In the
I
time.
know. It's
I've
Gregory
covered for you in the
Edgeworth.
past, but not this time.
Edgeworth! Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to speak to him. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalized! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain was in my shoulder. I actually know someone who got shot, and she said it was like a lacrosse ball hitting her chest. Like, apparently people go into this state of shock when they get shot, and they don't realize that they're actually shot, so.
Huh.
Just then the lights came back on, the elevator door opened before my eyes.
Or they play like really intense lacrosse games. Also possible.
Maybe she was just in like a really like intense look. Okay, I don't know. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was my destiny. Bam. I'm sorry, you guys. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. I guess he believes in spirit, like the real spirit medium thing. He was fooled! It was a perfect crime! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it!
Very well.
You don't have German neighbors, do you?
No.
Okay.
Actually, they're all German. You know that my house is just full of German? It's just like all German people.
And they're all just outside the door.
It's just like,
ready
Mom,
to just like...
whoa, people are poking with pitchforks.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty!
Woo! Yay!
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wait, can I go pee now?
Hold it!
No, wait, okay, I'm actually leaving.
Oh, fine.
It's not funny anymore. I'm gonna ruin your mom's expensive chair. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah? Oh, is this the big moment?
Oh god, we predicted this. I'm not sure how to say this.
Oh, he's gonna propose.
I know. Try, I love you. I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Human interaction. You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
Dear. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I'll owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! Please tell me your mom and sister are at home right now.
They're both home.
Oh God. I feel foolish. And you should.
And rightfully so.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey y'all! Lotta!
Who let you into court?
I know, seriously. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. I tried to convict you of murder before, but it's alright. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one is there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
You tried to convict me of murder. Hilarious!
That's
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me?
No, the other Lotta.
Who, me? I'm going back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really?
Photographer?
That's too bad.
Huh?
Hmm?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick.
Does Larry Butts remind... Oh, I guess you haven't watched... Okay, in
She's
Full Metal
leaving-
Alchemist Brotherhood, does he remind you of Jean Havoc? Have you seen...
I haven't. No, I've only seen.
Okay, fine, alright.
She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you coming along tonight too? My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think it'll be fine, Larry.
Oh, I think it'll taste like prison food now. Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. I think you would call him Butts. That envelope that Butts gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah. That's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth would get his lunch money stolen. Edgeworth would get bullied all through, like, middle school.
Aw, Edgeworth.
Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth at school?
$38? No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Butts was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Butts took the day off, but he was bored. He came into the school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. So you should go to jail. He is a felon.
I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school.
Mock in school.
When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. You're stupid.
Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh?
I'm better than you again.
Edgeworth, you should have told me.
No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father.
For the longest time.
I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go.
And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out to the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention.
Oh.
December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright & Co. offices. I told you we get the shot again.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about this part.
Whoa. I went a little overboard
This is
yesterday.
the last time you get this shot in the game ever.
My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left you this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountain have already left. To the station! No. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait, I shouldn't find that funny, but I just like the idea of just like them in real life situations using those things.
Yeah, it's
just like some like what we just did. It's like someone has to go to the bathroom. He's just like, hold it. and they're just like having a calm conversation, and they're just like,
hold it.
No, but it's just like.
Or it's like, oh hey, do you have that?
What do you want to do? What do you want me to do with this letter that I got? Take that!
yeah.
Like, Phoenix.
Or like it's like you're like running for the elevator and it's about to close. You're like, hold it! And they're like, what are you doing, man?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes. Only her voice, but still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
I also like that he acts like a lawyer, just didn't realize.
Yeah, I know. Alright, and...
As we know, the bullet, we wouldn't have gotten that without her, and that solved the entire case, so...
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to the DL6.
I think I gave her the parrot the first time I played this game, and I was like, I was not sure why.
But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. Maya, look at my attorney's badge. You can see your reflection in it. You're not useless.
Oh my god, it's like in Kung Fu Panda.
No, This is the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, you're right. Actually, it is. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon. I should have said that in a German accent. Sorry. I'll be back.
Only it was Von Karma.
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. My alarm clock, I'm just waking up.
So, bye.
Whoa, did somebody just explode upstairs? Whatever, bye.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear that on the mic. Aww.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
And so here are the credits. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. So yeah, that is the end of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I really love this ending. It's a perfect ending, in my opinion. And there's so few people, though. It's like 8 people.
Are you talking about the credits, you mean?
Yeah.
Are you like the ending credits? Yeah, they're funny.
No, I mean there's only 8 like people listed.
Oh, really?
Hey, pal. Oh yeah, talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside.
Aww.
Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. I don't think we should read all these, because I think we should talk about our experience with the game.
I totally love this game, obviously.
We both love this game. As you guys know, if you watched the first part, Llama Gal was the one who introduced me. Or, I mean, I knew about the series, obviously, but I'd never played it. And Llama Girl convinced me to play it.
I've been forcing him to play it for like a year, and he was like,
No, I don't want to play it.
Is that what I sounded like?
Yes.
Yeah, so I finally played it, It wasn't that I didn't want to play it. It's just that I don't know. I just haven't played it till then. But now it's become one of my favorite games. I think it's so good. It's not really a game that you want to replay.
I mean, it sort of depends. I mean, if you like really like there's this one case in the third game that I just love and I just like play all the time.
I mean, it's not the sort of thing you're gonna play like day after day. Like you might come back to it after like a little while. The thing about the game that's good is it goes through so many twists and turns that you forget.
It's an interactive novel essentially, which I like because I like novels and I like interactivity. So I was just really impressed by the whole depth of the storyline and just how well obviously it's not the most realistic game in the world, but it's just
it's not meant to be
so
realistic.
Well executed. It like hits all the right notes, and
you shouldn't question the things as you're doing them. You normally find that everything ties together and makes complete sense in the plot. Maybe typos, but at least as far as the plot goes,
except for some of the grammar.
At least as far as the plot goes, though, everything ties together really well. The characters are all great and well developed.
Yeah, I actually have a really hard time saying who my favorite character is. Like sometimes it's Maya, sometimes it's Edgeworth, sometimes it's Phoenix, sometimes it's Detective Gumshoe, sometimes it's Mia. Like I don't even know. Like
Say Mia twice.
No, I said Maya the first time.
Oh right, okay.
Maya's I guess probably closest to the top.
And I haven't played the next 2 games, so
I think you should. Well, okay, tell us in the comments. The comment question is, do you want us to make what?
Do you guys want us to continue this? Like, did you like this? Did you have fun watching it? Do you want me to do something else? Do you want to, or we can continue doing this and maybe do some blind stuff?
Yeah, I think okay.
Or I'd be blind and Llama Gal would know what she's talking about. So.
I would help you though.
Yeah, probably not.
If you ever play Apollo Justice, which I'm not sure, you have to play that blind. You're just not allowed to like read about it or anything, just because. I just want to see your reaction to it.
Again, this ending sequence is just them asking if they remember Phoenix.
I don't know, like, is it like a montage? Someone's like filming a montage?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's like almost like a documentary. They do this at the end of a lot of films.
With like Maya, being like, hey, it's Phoenix's anniversary.
Well, a lot of people going like, I remember that guy. Like he solved that big case back then.
Yeah.
And it's just like showing how he impacted all these people and what a difference he made.
Yeah, I like that explanation.
Yeah. Oh, and here's Penny saying she got a letter from Maya the other day.
She got some trading cards. Crane, that's the place where Maya's living.
Really?
Yeah, you see it in the second case of the next game. Cool. So, yeah, you just see Maya's house.
I mean, I'm definitely at least going to play the next couple games after playing this, but if you guys want us to do it blind, I mean, I'll be blind, then let me know. Yeah. So here's Cody.
Her? I think Will Powers is the pink princess. It's a
That's
what
he's saying.
Oh, what a dog.
I don't know. I can't really tell.
Maybe it's Old Bag.
I think Will Powers might just be one of the...
maybe he's like, maybe he's her like love interest or
maybe
something.
He's like the villain.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think they'd make WP the villain.
Oh, he said he'd be willing to switch.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, now she's becoming a paranormal photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the picture I took of everyone? Behind it is a ghost.
And, remember that line.
You don't need to remember for that long. It's about to show the picture.
No, I thought, do you see Maya right now?
Oh. Do we?
I think Maya is
See
like,
what I
hey
mean?
Nick, I'm getting trading cards.
See what I mean? They only list like 8 people.
Oh,
There's a
no,
picture.
there's Mia. And she's a ghost. And Gumshoe's the one who throws the confetti at the end. And
Oh, good point.
yeah, so I guess that's Gumshoe's job.
Bye, Capcom. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Alright, bye guys. Maybe see you later. I don't know. Wow, I'm gonna miss doing this.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.